Hi, it's actually from AB Sound Advice. Today we're doing a product review of the German Maestro GMP160 open back headphones, and these are a dynamic stereo headphone, wired in this part of the world about $169, and that'll variate depending on where you live. And wow, if you don't know much about German Maestro, they're serious about audio, and they've been around for a very, very long time. German-made product, and they make commercial-grade headphones, high-end car audio speakers, and of course home audio. And as I mentioned, all made in Germany, so it is top quality product. Now, straight off the bat with these GMP160s, they absolutely weigh nothing. And when I first picked them up, I'm thinking, this is pretty damn cheap. And to be honest with you, I ate those words pretty quickly after I played them, but they are super light. And if you're wondering why they provide the additional cable, they also provide a 5-meter extension with a volume control on it. You get your adapter from 3.5 to 6.3, and of course it's terminated to a right angle 3.5. The beauty with these headphones, they've been designed for all types of use, but the main thing that I'm thinking is if you've got a TV and you don't want the Bluetooth, and we all know that Bluetooth can be a pain, you can plug this into your television, sit down on your lounge, and you've got 5 meters plus the additional meters. You've got nearly 6 meters away. You can sit down, and the volume control's down where you are. You can turn the volume up and down where you're seated, or you could be laying in bed watching television. There's just so many reasons that you'd need an extension, and they've designed them to be so light. So for long-term wearing, you wouldn't even know you had them on. And I wore these things for hours. I ran them off my mobile phone, which I run an iPhone. I also put it off a topping headphone amp. I used my Lehman high-end headphone amplifier, also the Fuba HD, and also the Zen DAC Magic and the Signature. So we've got Cambridge Audio as well tucked in there. And everything that I ran these on, I was very, very impressed. And as I said before, they're just so light. There's no weight whatsoever to these. You can see, if you want to know what left and right is, they've made it very simple. You can see the red on one side and nothing on the other. So red being right, and fully adjustable. They just don't weigh anything. And really, I was absolutely taken back by the sound quality for the price. And again, the weight of these, they're a nothing. I just couldn't even tell you. Now, as I always do, we'll go through the specifications, and they've got a frequency response between 30 and 26.4008 Z. Nominal impedance is 40 ohm. They're a semi-open. They're a skin-friendly synthetic leather, and they have a weight of 70 grams, which is, again, as I said, doesn't weigh anything. You've got the connector, which you saw, the extension, and the volume control in the cable. They are really, got to be honest with you, these are a fantastic headphone. And if you even look at the blurb, it says lightweight headphone and extremely efficient, extraordinary bass response. And yes, I can definitely vouch for that. With low impedance speakers powered by cobalt magnet systems, and it really is a sensational headphone. So straight off the bat, let's just get straight into it. What I like about these, obviously cable. It's really nice finish. It's got a cloth support round the cable, so it gives a bit of extra strength. As I've mentioned before, light as. They're very detailed. I mean, if you look at any of the comments around the world about German Maestro and people's feedback, people have said they're the best speakers they've ever heard. The sound quality is outstanding. They're detailed, and all of that is correct. And now, when it comes to headphones, of course, if you haven't heard of German Maestro on the headphone side of it, they are predominantly made as a commercial headphone. So all the headphones are made for commercial use. So obviously studios, concerts, anybody who's dealing in music, so they run the sound quality as soon as you put them on. There's only a couple of other brands around the world that are actually commercial focused, and they have that similar sound. And commercial headphones versus the domestic headphone, there is a significant difference. And I guess in the commercial side, they're looking to hear all the detail, and they also want it to be as natural as possible, and represent the sound as close as possible. And definitely these GM160s, as I said, for $169, that's a whole lot of headphones. So I guess the best way to describe it is very detailed. The bass is there, and remembering too, when you're considering a headphone like this, it is $169. So at the price point that it's playing at, it would do it. I mean, I actually gave this to a couple of people just for feedback, to give me their guesses on what they thought these were worth, and it ranged from $349 to $499. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, because obviously I knew it was $169, and I'd have to agree, it certainly doesn't sound like a $169 headphone. It definitely sounds like, to my mind, between $299 to $399. So it's a whole lot of headphone. And as I said, if you're looking for something light, you're looking for something portable, you will not go past these. They are absolutely sensational. And as I said, the voices, the detail, bass, well balanced. And again, a little bit of run-in time. As I first put them on, I found them just to be a smidgen bright. And as they've settled in, then I've changed and gone, hey, that is actually very, very nice. And as I've said before, I always go, I've got hi-fi, stereo, and then audiophile. This is definitely a hi-fi headphone. It's knocking on the door of audiophile, and how I rate that is, of course, the level of attention to detail, the quality that they're providing in the sound. And as I said, my immediate reaction when I first got them was the weight. I'm thinking, wow, there's nothing there. I mean, it's hard to believe they can be that light. There is just no weight to them whatsoever. So if you're looking for a portable headphone, something not too dear, but you still want all the sound quality, and again, you want a private listening, television, video, CD, something where it's cabled, and you really, as I said, they're really robust. You can see, again, you can tell in the commercial world, they've been made to last. So you're certainly going to get a good run out of them. And as I said, I don't rate things 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. Would I own a set of these? Most definitely. Really quite surprised me. Really couldn't believe it. And if you'd like to find out more information about the German Maestro GMP160s, you can duck onto hifihq.co.nz for New Zealand, or hifihq.com.au for Australia. And again, absolutely a fantastic headphone, so definitely worth a listen. And if you're wanting to buy unheard, you would not be disappointed. It's a very detailed, very musical, and an enjoyable headphone. As I said, very light. This is something where these headphones could be left on for hours and hours on end, and you would not be finding any fatigue. They're very, very nice. And again, I think it's a bonus, the extra cable and the volume control on it. I think that's very well thought through, and it comes in the packaging, which you can just see there. So I hope you've enjoyed today's product review, and we'll see you next time on AB Sound Advice.